The 2-0 phase on the CT side now. We'll have a look at the pistol setup as we get ready to fight here. It's going to be...
That was a nice Kevin Hart you just did.
Was it really?
It's about to go down. That's one of the... I love that stand-up.
Well, we'll see whether this smoke, a couple of flashbangs will be enough here as we get into it. It's going to be an absolute brawl once again. I'm absolutely sure of that.
Rain very quick across mids. Cirque has a lovely vine that says, good luck, have fun. He's just, he's just having fun with everyone, apparently.
He's a nice guy.
We saw Rain as well. In the past, we've seen him very aggressive to get down middle in certain situations in pistol rounds. This time didn't see anyone, but did get across to support the A side and has the information, if they're going to be coming that way, it has to therefore be through the apartments. So, how does he therefore play with his teammate back inside the graveyard? It seems Olaf's gone, Rain as well, Cirque and Breeze will get the kills on entry.
Yeah, that should be the round itself. No real damage inflicted there by the CTs as we'll find ourselves in a 5 versus 3 now. No kits in the retake, and Brokey's going to go down as well. Stanislaw out-positions him. And at this point, that's round guaranteed. coldzera and NiKo will do whatever they can at this point, but at this stage, it's just holding on to their armor and seeing if they can get some exit frags. It's a nice play from EG, bursting out of the apartments there with the flashbang, managing to overwhelm the pit position. Rain, olofmeister, and Brokey all go down with not much of a fight pit up there, and NiKo might be dropped as well. Ethan will take care of him, goes down to 3 HP, but he lives to tell the tale, and we'll see just coldzera now. No armor, just a smoke and a flashbang to save. He gets himself $300 for that nice headshot. Looking to find $600.
Yeah, okay, he's got 1 kill from it. Actually shot Breezy over Cirque's head. So did he hit a good shot or did he miss one and hit the player behind him?
Could be a bit of both.
Is the question. Let us know on Twitter.
Force Buy coming in. FaZe Clan are the masters of the second round Force Buy in Copenhagen. We saw them lose the majority of their pistol rounds, to be fair, but they won out in these second round Force Buy pretty much every single time. It's more promising on the T side, especially get the bomb down, you get the screeds out, but still on Inferno, we talked about it so many times before. You try and treat it like a gun round, smokes down, whittle down the clock, and make things very uncomfortable for the T side here. olofmeister with the CZ towards the boiler room. He's got a bit of action here. As we'll see the first kill come in, and it's a breeze for him. He'll be taking that first kill, no problem. You like that?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to just give you the credit without calling it out. I didn't want to ruin it. So, well, it was nice.
I'll take it. 5 on 4, and at this point, the bomb's still down at T-spawn. Ethan and Cirque make their way towards the top of Banana. They were quite smart in their approach, EG. Sure, they lost the first pick. They made sure they juggled the weapons out of reach of the CTs. No real chance of them recovering that rifle now, and they make their way back towards the B-bomb side. Brokey and coldzera drop the smoke. And in terms of the setup, they've still got an incendiary and a smoke on the back pocket of coldzera there. So they've actually got a decent chance. Exactly what they wanted. It's whittle down that clock. Another smoke to go down after that one. They're pushing down middle as well. NiKo locks him in towards Banana. They can rotate Rain over at this point. olofmeister confirms apartment's clear as well. Incendiary dropped. So much time being bought here. This is looking fantastic as NiKo, he doesn't want to fire off the shot straight away. Oh, through the flames they go. This is looking great now. EG somehow bring this one back, but NiKo knows he's still got a strong chance here. He needs to strike now, though. The creep picked up by Rain. He gets another one. Here's NiKo, and they've done it once again. The second round Force Buy works out tremendously well as FaZe Clan destroy their opposition there. It was coldzera waiting with the incendiary in hand, and this is just a river of flames all over the B bomb site. 2 kills for EG, but that's all they found as NiKo, with the long flag, managed to shut everything down.
Returning the favor from Nuke as EG was able to steal the round away from FaZe. Ethan, he started it so well, and then Rain, as you say, he's able to not only get the first, but he resets with a Krieg in his hand.
It's that smoke again to know in CT spawn. We see that way too much in professional play. The smoke in CT that has the gap on the right-hand side, like you've got to throw that.
That should be a hard one to throw.
Yeah.
If you have banana control, there should be no reason to miss that smoke.
Exactly. And it costs them the round there. They assume it's clear because from their POV, they can't tell the smoke's actually poor. They just assume it's going to be fine. And it yields a frag for Rain and causes absolute chaos. Good damage done at the start there towards coldzera, down to 40 HP. He will retreat and leave Brokey in position at the top of Banana. Massive advantage in terms of the weaponry, of course, but EG pretty capable with the Desert Eagles themselves. They have got decent territory with apartments under their remit. HE towards middle coming in now. Could actually do a load of damage if all of times is right, which he has. That's going to do a lot of damage towards Stanislaw. Not as much as I thought.
You really built that one up.
Yeah, just 20, unfortunately. But still, it's something. And there was one tap potential with the M4 at least. A banana split coming in. Extra creamy, just the way we like it. And Brokey, he might be caught out here. Oh no, he's going to burn himself to the crisp.
Oh, Stan's actually going to get the kill because he gets forced out from it, but yes, very nearly did burn himself alive. Cold is now completely pinched. They've got to go for a flank rotation. All three are going to head through into Banana. Cold will hold his ground. That's going to buy them time, but Breezy knows it, and he's going to get aggressive. Not only that, he's going to sneak his way over toward the sandbags. They're prepared, but a second player to peek on the back of that, and Breezy finds a second as a result of the help. It's Cold that still survives inside of the chapel. NiKo's going to smoke off CT. They should be able to collectively, therefore, work toward the back of the site. It's an interesting smoke. Certainly, they know he's coming from the top of the Banana.
Oh!
But they didn't know we were in the site. Ethan, 1 HP, hits the shot on the Deagle, and it's up to NiKo to try and pull the round back. Krieg in his hand. But he's going to have to create some mischief to try and force them to peek because they do not need to. And NiKo, he has so much to do. Kit to work with, but Tarek on a Deagle to find a shot that returns serve again. EG find not the conversion, but the follow-up.
That's insane. Well then, it was looking so good for FaZe Clan that everything they needed, the rifles across the board, but the Desert Eagles reign supreme once again. 2-1 EG on their T side. It's going to be the force buy back in return as there's NiKo coming in. Thought he'd done enough there, but wasn't quite that shot from Ethan. He gets a bullet in the face, but it's not enough to take him down. Gets through by the skin of his teeth. Had he got that frag, Tarek would have been isolated towards new boxes. Round would have been over. It's just 1 point of health as the difference maker in round number 3. 1 M4, 4 pistols, a plethora of utility. Smokes, incendiaries, flashbangs, and another chance to steal back the round. FaZe Clan, much more passive than traditional setup here. 2 towards B, 1 arch, 2 quad. Boost for Rain with the M4. He will have to be instrumental here. He needs massive amount of damage. Needs to push them around the map. Bomb still down in T-spawn, so a slower approach here. Trickle smoke out of the apartments that lands on the hay bales.
Counter smoke that's clearly thrown from the balcony by Olaf, but because it's a smoke, that doesn't really matter because he can move. He can get away from it. He won't be able to be spotted.
That's a good point.
Thanks.
This is where Rain has to step up, and it'll be Cirque to strike first.
Breezy's got Rain down. Olaf wants the gun. Iki not being friendly, but it's a Galil. Breezy's gonna take care of him easily. Apparently, Liaz is the only one who's that good with the Galil.
Yeah, I think you might be right. It's not the most easy weapon to operate with, but there it is, the round that breaks serve. It will be EG, the force phase into an eco now. Brokey and Coldzera to save their pistols at this point. Not the most exciting save, but it means they'll have more than just USPs into the follow-up round, but it will be 3-1 overall. EG looking to take us to 3. Good start now. After winning the pistol, losing that second round force buy, winning out on Deagles themselves and fending off the pistols and rifle of FaZe Clan. Rain had to deliver there from the boost, baited into a spray, unable to find significant damage, and 4 players survive on the EG side. 3-1 overall, and at this point should be 4. Coldzera, Brokey save a CZ, PT50 respectively. Round 5 coming through. Not really much you can do in terms of tactical pause. Not much to be said, really. They've got 2 incendiaries and a smoke. You've got real 2 options here. You can stack B or stack middle and hopefully catch them off guard. 3 towards B at the start of the round for FaZe. Will they be combative towards a banana position? That's all you can really look towards here, but Ethan will shut that approach down with a decent Molotov and HE sequence towards the top.
Ethan using the flames to push forward. One step in front of the other as they extinguish, and the deeper one gets him around the corner. He's actually peeking to the site. 4 inside of it. Bombs way back toward T-spawn, however. So don't get too far ahead of ourselves.
So there's the stack. 4 players towards B.
Rain's the only one, and he's hiding at Graveyard, so he's going to try and look for a miracle.
Yeah, unfortunately for FaZe, EG have got full mid-control and confirmed there's no presence whatsoever, so it would be an absolute blunder to fall back and execute towards B at this stage. Stanislaw should collect the bomb and join his teammates, which he will, and they'll leave Ethan to patrol the B push here. So from what I can see right now, 0 chance FaZe do anything with this, especially if Rain just on the USP here. He'd have to do something monstrous to even get 1 frag.
Shot Out from Breezy. Rain found already. I said he was going to look for a miracle. He would have had to basically hope that they were super late getting there and deny the plant. That was about the only chance he had hiding in that position.
Yeah, especially that mid control. There was no chance there. So like we said, either a mid stack or a B stack. They choose the latter. Doesn't work out for them. There's always going to be a gamble, and they'll have to save the PD-15 CZ once again. More importantly, the incendiaries. They're $600 a piece. Might as well hold on to them. Smoke as well there for coldzera. He's got $900 worth of kit, including the Kevlar as well. So definitely worth the save. Olofmeister waiting towards the logs. You don't want to hunt now if you're an EG player. You know they've got pistols. They've not saved anything in terms of rifles or SMGs, so let them keep their pistols. You're not going to farm massive amount of cash by taking them down with your Galils or AKs, so just hold on to what you got. Goes off. Everyone survives in the pits. Clean round from EG as they go up 4-1 here. Great stuff so far. Their map pick looking very promising at this stage, but the rifles come out now. M4s across the board. coldzera at the silence, M4A1S. Round 6. You can't really be too aggressive on the CT side until you start building out some foundations. You need a bit of resources in the bank to start pushing and probing. But what will we have in store here? EG know they've got a lot of wiggle room here, especially the Galil out. It's 5 players without helmets there. That Galil becomes very powerful indeed.
Step to the atrium. They better be quick about it. NiKo's going to hide pillar underneath. Fire set. Get the gun in hands, lads. Not the nades. I said be quick. It's Breezy that is. And now we find ourselves, albeit very slightly, in a 2-on-3. I nearly even said 2-on-2. Cirque survives with just 1.
Yeah, but that's the round itself. You can't even justify this retake now. It was a nice stack there from FaZe, but they weren't expecting the slow approach. That kind of play, the contact play towards middle, was made famous by the old Fnatic 1.6 lineup. It's actually called the Fnatic strat. You just walk up straight towards top of middle as a 5-man unit, catch the CTs off guard, no smokes, no flashes, and trade out the frags, especially when you know you've got a weaponry advantage like they did. No orbs on the CT side. Makes a lot of sense, and they managed to hit their shots, something EG are very, very good at. And it's going to be 5-1 as quick as that. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, great. I mean, again, FaZe took round 2, stole the conversion. Evil Geniuses, same thing in return, and now have the lead. You mentioned it. It was 2-0 yesterday in favor of FaZe.
Yeah.
EG had to go down and play against Vici. Excuse me, that was ENCE. They went down to play against Tyloo. And now find themselves here. So, it's surprising to see that they've got this much momentum on the T side, because if yesterday was any indication, we weren't looking forward to it. Now, we've got a series.
Remember, no helmets there. That's why Stanislaw gets the insta-gib shot towards top and middle. Had he had a helmet there, he might not have got that frag so cleanly. But 2 rifles saved, 3 pistols brought out, 2 of which are Deagles. Still a chance to win this round, but it will be labored. coldzera and Brokey with the rifles pushing down towards Banana, but now the orb's out. Cold will be dropped by Cirque's AWP. NiKo and Brokey get one back. An advantage for them, trying to salvage the M4 if possible. There it is, picked up. Rain wants to get out of there if possible.
Eric gets the kill on the Wolof, at least, so we sit with not many left alive. There is 2 rifles, though. No armor for NiKo. Brockie still has some, although only 16 HP. If NiKo had armor, you might consider swapping that gun over into his hands. In fact, Brockie's heading in that direction, so at least if he goes down, it might be salvageable for NiKo, but it looks like the action heads elsewhere. Rain to solo hold with an A1S. And he's got the smoke ready because he wants to buy time. 57 seconds, it's a tall order. Smoke drop now, run back. He's gonna have to be quick about it. Tarek's already on his heels, and he elects not to chase. I thought he was going to for a second.
Yeah, the smoke dissuaded him, though. There was no point to run through in a grey screen. You have no idea what's on the other side. Still a 3-on-3. HP advantage for EG, and I suppose weaponry as well, because they've got the AWP 2 rifles, and, well, Brokey offs himself up there. Lovely shot there, and that Deagle has to connect. Just about gets the shot, and it will be NiKo now, battling towards the bottom and middle. The flashbang's going to be awkward for Tarek, but dodges it, but can't avoid the bullets. 2-on-1 now. 3 kills for NiKo in this round. And Stanislaw, with 20 seconds remaining, makes his way up towards middle, making a lot of noise. And, oh, that's a brutal finish there. Execution from NiKo as he gets the second round of the board for FaZe. A much-needed one as well. This was starting to get out of hand. They are yet to win a gun round so far. They've won the second round of force buy and then a partial buy into round number 7. 5-2 overall on their CT campaign. Well, takes the wind out of the sails of EG, that's for sure, but they've still got plenty of money. Cirque, does he have the AWP into this round? Yes, he does.
Big Daddy Nico, ooh, just barely gets across. Flashes all the way in. Molotov as well. They were ready for him to actually rush toward Boiler, and still he does damage. That poor chicken never saw it coming.
Definitely not. Well,
Feather's too thick to sense. Poor guy.
Man advantage for FaZe. Still plenty of opportunities for EG as they've got 3 players and full health. All the utility they could possibly need, but 2 CTs ready and waiting. Brokey, quiet series by his standards. It's another contact play here from EG. They've already broken through the choke point. In they go. Might as well make noise now. Smokes it down as they try and get that bomb planted.
Finding form, can't find aim though. He's had more opportunity in this game than he did a ramp in the last. Oh my, great reaction from Cold. I thought he was done for by firing at Ethan first. It's Tarek that recovers the situation, but nearly went down himself. He survives with 9, giving the post plant the retake a chance for FaZe. Kits on both, smokes on both. Flash, that's not good enough, I'm afraid. And that leaves the op of Olaf to go into 1-on-2. If he finds the first kill on Stan, which he knows is in the corner, although Scope's in late, you would have expected him to almost pre-scope the shot. That time he does. Now, it's Tarek that's extremely low, and Cold has called it, so it's over to the pistol and onto the rush, but he's got to get on the bomb, and he's lost track. Cold doesn't even need to do anything. Peeks it, sees that he's not there. He'll go for the chase just because, and Tarek will get the kill.
Well, there we have it. Big round from EG. There's a 4 versus 3. They walk in towards the B bomb, so their contact plays have been pretty remarkable so far. Brokey gave them way too much wiggle room. They make their way through, and there was a chance to deny the plant there with the Silence M4. Couldn't deliver the damage. The bomb gets planted. He only gets 1 kill. Leaves Olaf Meister in a 1 versus 1 scenario after a couple of kills found, but couldn't find the remaining player there. Tarek with a massive advantage as we go into round number 9. 6-2 on their T side. EG have a firm lead here. Looking good for a 3rd map. As we'll have a double orb set up here. Olaf Meister to provide covering fire as his teammate gets aggressive down towards second middle. That's going to be Nico. coldzera in the flames right now, and he gets the kill. On the other side of the map, we'll see Olaf Meister strike as well. 2 frags found of those orbs. Exactly what they needed as Nico looks towards the underpass right now. coldzera doesn't have to push this one. Smoke there to provide cover. Full control here, but players all around him, and Stanislaw will take him down.
Stan up there on top of the logs already.
Well, no weapons recovered yet. Still with the double orbs, but Tarek patrolling towards second middle, making sure there's no flanks coming through. Smokes towards the outside.
And this is, I mean, it's so passive. These ops are going to have to hit shots immediately. The fact that they're pretty cold, that's a sliver. That's a tight angle. Obviously, they want him to be chased, take the fight back corner, and then Brocky gets a chance with the pistol. But if he doesn't hit that first shot, cavalry's on the way.
Yeah, well, Brokey's repositioned now. Not feeling that setup was going to work for them.
I mean, that still works if they overlook him. If they try and run Cold down, he can potentially close the distance himself from there. But it's, yeah, a lot of pressure on Cold in this situation. Smoke as well. They're going to walk directly under him. In fact, they could wrap through the smoke and CT spawn if they even wanted to, but they don't need to at this point. Brocky gets one. Up and over? Not quite. He can't figure out where they're going.
No.
I don't think they can either because they've both gone down. Stan has to recover. It's a 1-on-2. Bomb on the ground. 24 seconds to work with. Surely he's not going to back away. Oh my goodness, that's just too good for Rain.
Well, they'll take it. The double orb set up. I'm not sure if it will be recovered here. They're trying to scramble towards it, but only the single orb can be found. That will save a creek, however, but it's a big round for FaZe to pick up there. 6-3 now, as the money starting to be drained from the EG bank accounts. They're going to have to take a force buy here. It's worked out for them before. CZ's purchased for Stanislaw and Tarek. A little for Breezy. Ethan with 1,500 goes for a PT50. Might be the same story for Cirque here. CZ and armor for him. Stanislaw managed to take down the orb, but it was the 5-7 somehow getting this second kill as well. I don't know how he made this work. Double kill there for Brokey. Just what they needed. Round 10. It's time to pick up the pace now. FaZe starting to get into this one.
Cold.
Oh, he's baiting his player in towards the bottom of Banana as well. Smoke down. Ethan takes a few bullets through it. Early advantage for FaZe.
Oh, for Rain, though, because they're going to walk out directly toward him. Thought he might even find the third, but it will be Nico that does. Bomb stays on the corner of the balcony, up above and far from reach, away from the hands of children. Sorry, Ethan, that includes you.
Well, forced by not doing too much. F4EG yields a single frag. Comfortable hold from FaZe, starting to get some resources put together now. So this is where you might see some of the more aggressive approaches on the CT side. They can still come back and win the half. Sure, it's a rough start here, but they're starting to get on their feet. All for Olofmeister. That's where you want him to be. He's been performing very well with the weapon as of late. Rain, a little bit scrappy on this exchange. Manages to get 2 kills and set NiKo up for the mop-up at the end. Full eco, Glocks, 1 PD50, no nades. And the first kill for Olof. No problem at all.
Gifted.
Don't need to do this, Broky.
Yeah, he was the man that pulled him back in with a pistol. Don't give the pistols a gun. In this round, NiKo. Flame damage, but he'll back off. He is immune to flaming. Try as you might on Twitter. Olof will take down Stanislaw. So, rounds going back in the favor of Fave, closing the distance. We mentioned yesterday 100 Thieves versus Astralis. This now is almost the exact same. 5-0, 6-1, and then now this one was 5-1, 6-1. You get it, but
yeah.
Now we're pulling back for the CT side.
Yeah, FaZe looking a lot more convincing now. It was getting a little bit scary for them overall, but now with a decent amount of cash behind them. Still with a single orb. Olofmeister finding those opening picks. Round 12 coming up. Galil for Stanislaw. Still struggling financially here. 2 players towards be at the start of the CTs. So a pretty standard start from EG with the bomb down at T-spawn. Nothing too fast-paced coming through. Let's see what happens here. Default looks to be on the agenda. Waiting for the initial exchange of grenades towards B. They'll boost a player towards the atrium. I assume Rain didn't find much success there before. Looking into the wall to avoid flashbangs. His teammate will be challenging from underneath.
Rocky only has 3 kills, just to note.
And 2 of those are the 5-7, right?
Exactly. Olof takes out Brazy. NiKo follows it up, even with the guns back out. It looks like 6-6. It's inevitable. A likely occurrence. Back over toward B, and an attempt to salvage the round. Cold is also on the way. He was quick to rotate off the site, but Brocky, the man on top of it, MP nothing. He goes down to the hands of Stan, and now the smoke will hold Cold Zero back toward the ruins. Bomb to get planted there for default. Rain already on the flank, however, is taken out Cirque. And what now becomes a 4 versus 2 favoring the retake as NiKo sneaks in toward the tree. Smoke down. That allows Ethan to actually get aggressive back toward Banana, and he's got Rain down. He knows he's the only one there. Krieg in play, very much in play. Stan, a little bit less so with the Galil, and that means NiKo's easily able to find him. Good boost up and over the CT smoke, but Ethan, it's dissipated too soon. He wanted to take advantage. He knew the smoke was out and knew he could take advantage of the op, but Cold was quick to do the same.
Yeah, Ethan had a real chance there, but still, it'll be FaZe to close out the round. A little bit closer than they would like, but still plenty of money as we head into round number 13. They should be fine for the rest of the round, or half, I should say. Bomb planted, and in terms of loss bonus, we are at maximum now for the T side. So they should be able to buy. That's actually the 4th stage. So they're going to get $2,900 per player, plus the $800 extra, and they'll take a tactical timeout at this point. Starting to feel the burn. At the top end, we've got Ethan with $4,900. At the very bottom, though, will be Cirque with $3,750. Same story for Breezy. So if they did buy, they would have to either take a Galil or go smoke Kevlar. Sorry, AK Kevlar and nothing else. Wouldn't be able to get the smoke with that. So what will be said here? FaZe know there'll be some sort of adjustment, maybe a set piece coming in. Do they want to sabotage those efforts by getting aggressive towards the middle position of the star, get an early pick? Just to know it's NiKo at the very top with 15 kills, 8 deaths to his name. Top fragger for EG is Breezy, of course, with 10 and 9. Pretty even across the board, but Brokey still 3 and 7. 2 of those kills are the 5-7 itself. Round 13 comes in. Galil for Ethan, it's a partial buy. CZs and PT50s, 1 Deagle. They've been dangerous in these sort of rounds, though. Never discount them when they just have the pistols. Deadly.
Rocky aggressive again. It's the one that takes all the damage, though. He was actually behind Brocky. The nades went over the half wall. He's going to continue to push. Oh, no.
Again.
That flash was... It says it was assisted by the T's, but I think that was CT Throne. Surely the one that got him was greater, or rather, more poorly placed by his teammates. Still, they recover it to a 2-on-2, but it opens up Banana and allows them to get so far forward, and Rain's going to have to rotate over. You're pointing out the fact that they've got no smoke.
Yeah, they've got no smoke, but they have got an AWP. It might not be enough at this point. Good shot from Rain, but now 1 versus 1. NiKo will have to deliver once again. Bomb to be planted. He's coming in from Banana. Ethan has the advantage here. He's still got an incendiary. AWP in hand. This will be for the ace as well. He was the only player that had a weapon in this round. He had the Galil. His teammates with the CZs and Deagles. But the Galil comes out on top. Time ticking away. NiKo doesn't have much utility apart from an AG here. Can't smoke the bomb and defuse. Has to try and sniff him out, and time is of the essence at this point. Ethan has buried himself towards the ruins, and NiKo hoping he's going to be towards new boxes. He's not there. I think the round might be done at this point already. Throws the HE in vain, goes for a defuse, and it does connect, but at this point, it's Ethan with the ace. That's a huge round for them to pick up. He delivers the goods there and gives them the lead as well. 7-6. They didn't even force into that round. It's enough to take the victory, though, and now Finance took up a bit of a problem for FaZe. Round 14. They won the round previous, but only 1 player survived.
Not the primary operas, Ethan, but quick on it that round. 2 final kills coming with the weapon. One was a re-peek towards CT. You said it didn't have the smoke, needed to go to the op. Had to be a trade. Not a bad ace to get.
Yeah.
Gives EG back the lead by 1. Rocky this time goes more passive. He stays back toward the ruins coffins.
Yeah, it's strange they went so aggressive in that previous round, but speaking of aggression, there's Breezy. Yeah, pushing right up towards the top of Banana. Absolutely destroys coldzera there. Early pick. You'll take that all day long. Nothing more has to be done at this point. Bait out the utility, or remaining utility on that B side of the map. Brokey at the top, taken down for the smoke once again. He's having a nightmare on that B-bomb site. Can't get going at all as Tarek waits for another opportunity. It lands on his doorstep, and it's a 5 versus 2. NiKo and Olofmeister certainly have the potential to win this one, but it's not looking very good at all.
So far, it certainly isn't. Go, good position. Holds strong, but that's at B. The rest of the play is on A, and that will be exactly where the bomb is going to be dug up and planted. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Yeah, that's enough information for EG in the 5-on-2. Sure, they sacrificed a player, but they knew exactly where the last player on the CT side would be.
Most of our audience is probably young enough not to know Joe Dirt, are they?
I don't know who it is.
Oh, man, Life's a garden, Joe Dirt.
I've heard that quote before, but I'm not sure where it's from.
Likes to put an E in the back of his name, pronounce it Deer Tay, make it sound a little cooler.
I have no idea.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's the half victory for EG. The force buy not working out for FaZe at all. Brokey still 3 kills. Can't get going towards B at all here. They really are punishing that side of the map. The aggression hasn't worked out, but then the passive odds are falling apart. And it's going to be Deagles and CZs to close things out here. Looking for 9-6. EG looks strong to take us to a 3rd map. No tactical timeout here. Spend everything they've got. Deagles. A few smokes, flashes. Not looking too good.
Olaf. Cirque. Oh, I thought he was going to get one given to him. Olaf was stepping quite wide at the top side of middle, but doesn't let his wings be shown. It's bomb still down toward T-spawn, so a much slower pace against the pistols from EG. Ethan has accidentally pressed his bind for no clip. He's trying to line up the smoke this time towards CT, make sure they don't miss it.
Yeah, you're probably using the bind to make the crosshair, like super large. You can line up things exactly, I'd imagine. But, yeah, let's hit the no-clip bind accidentally. Either way.
I'm sure he was very disappointed that it didn't work.
Yeah, that would be a nice little asset to have. Runner flying around the map, God mode on. Default round from EG, though. They know there's no money here for FaZe whatsoever, but the first kill comes in for NiKo. Olofmeister will be dropped in the trade. There's a push back towards B. Push here is looking very good for EG, but NiKo pulls one back.
Yeah, this isn't, they're not out of the woods yet. You've got Tarek on 2 HP, Cirque's down to 51. NiKo falls back, and Cold is still waiting over on B. Now, I know he just has a CZ, but bear with me because he's got an incendiary. That's going to buy more time. Low HP. Ah, they've extinguished it immediately. I was going to say they won't be as comfortable pushing through. And a CZ, backside, good flash, needs to pick his target. Couldn't do it fast enough, but he does get there in the end. Bomb goes down. 16 seconds if he had to hit that shot as well. Chance was there. 4 HP combined. NiKo. Yeah, definitely don't rule him out. Okay, now you can.
Well, there we have it. It is going to be a resounding half there for Evil Geniuses. 9 picked up on their map pick on the T side. Looking good for a third map. Can they keep it up? Have to find out after this break.
Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know, we'll take it round and round. You know what? South stuff, South stuff. I can never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed now, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym. Never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed now, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got them coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aye.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move. 3, 2, bringing summer 1, to drop. You.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know, we'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone would show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes all close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love it. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it.
A 9-6 scoreline in favor of the Evil Geniuses. But how evil and wicked are their masterminds? Because now they have to go against FaZe on the defensive side, and that means probably getting momentum, because don't rule FaZe out with Kriegs.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
proved
Inferno isn't the map it used to be. It used to be considered a very city-sided affair, but it's very common to see 8-7, 9-6, and winning the pistol could be absolutely everything here. We'll see what FaZe are bringing to the table. We're going to have Glocks across the board, no upgraded pistols as of yet. 2 smokes, a Molotov, and flashbangs here. Both bomb sites are open to them. HEs would suggest a B rush coming through. They don't have those, and we'll see which way they're inclined. In terms of the setup on the CT side, 1 defuse skip, a couple of flashes, no smokes, as they look to get aggressive down middle.
Super aggressive, but yet no one there. Ethan's on his own to defend toward B. Thankfully for his sake, if he does go down, Bomb's not immediately on the case. Cold's got to rotate all the way back around from the bottom of alt mid. And Tarek, Nico's got to go back to help him. They've left him alone. Bomb down. They know it. Boom. Cirque, Stan, Tarek. They're all going to run down. They're all going to hold that same corner. Ethan's on the other side. Not a single kill. This is a catastrophe.
Yeah, FaZe getting nothing done here whatsoever. That's going to be both pistols in the bag for EG. It was the second round force spy that eluded them before, but no bomb plant here. FaZe can't really even force into that second round. They're going to have to take an eco and get AKs in the third. Clean round there from the Evil Geniuses as they rush down towards middle, find all the headshots required. Ethan alone towards B. Just as the smoke blooms towards the CT spawn position, he takes a headshot down with him, and actually the whole round falls apart. FaZe get nothing done there whatsoever. Well then, let's have a look at the replay. That was the kill. That decided everything. Tarek found Nico. In the meanwhile, bomb goes down. And the round falls apart. Didn't have to work too hard for that one. Breezy from CD spawn closes things out. Like we said, no force spy available unless you get that bomb planted. Oh, that nade. Is that one grenade?
Yes, it was.
Did like 200 damage.
That was Cirque. That did, yeah, about exactly that. That was remarkable. I watched him on the minimap line that up and just send it.
No way. Well,
I'm 99% sure that was one nade. I didn't see someone else throwing one from Banana. There wasn't anyone else in position, so that's massive.
Wow. The round was pretty much done anyway, but that really does throw a spanner in the works for FaZe. They won't be getting a bomb plant down here. I'm almost certain of that. If they do, I'll be very impressed.
Well, if they do, it seems like they want to do it on the A side. That means catching out Breezy first. He's got Cirque on the off side to work in conjunction with him. Stan waits on the balcony as well. He won't be able to peek toward the top side of Quad should they go down, should they fail in this crossfire attempt, but they will not. And Stan is aware that Olaf wants to come out through the apartments. When he does, takes him down. Evil Genius is now on 11.
5 Kriegs for FaZe Clan here. 11-6 deficit for them. But like you said, Masters of the Krieg will bring that on full force.
And I bring that, I mean, everyone is. It seems like a generic statement, but again, you mentioned it, FaZe, they were very stubborn. They were one of the last teams to start using this gun.
Yes, good point. We'll see if this works out for them. They've got a massive advantage in terms of the weaponry. We call this round the bonus round these days. You went out the pistol, get a clean anti-eco in the second. You're left with the lesser weaponry. If you can somehow win this round, you're in a fantastic spot to actually win out the game. That's going to be the 4th kill for Brokey. 4 and 12 right now as he opens things up. Takes down Tarek. Goes down to 8 HP in the process, but still, opening kill, they'll take that. Speculative spam from Rain, trying to detect anyone on the other side of the bedrooms. Slow things right down now, try and bait out the utility, force a reaction for the CT forces. Circle throw an HE down towards middle. Doesn't connect.
Rain at the ready, you cold. Sark's gonna recheck the smoke top side of the mid. Ethan, I thought that was his calling. But Nico's so far forward by that wall, the flash essentially goes over his head too, and he had no problem finding the kill. Olaf's get Breezy at least down on the other side of the map. I say at least, I mean, it's not like they need it. They've already got 3 kills and none in return. Stan has taken over the apartments and is now working backwards toward the site that his team attempted to hold, but didn't do very well in the task, as Cold will catch him retreating. Round is over. And FaZe will get onto the winning side immediately in the gun rounds of halftime number 2. You mentioned it, saving for the 3rd round. AKs you mentioned, but we did forget about the Kriegs with that statement.
Yeah.
5 of them. And I think, okay, this is an interesting statement. I'm curious your opinion. I think Inferno might be the most affected map by it because it's not a map you normally have, the AWP. Now you've got a Krieg that can hold
That's
angles.
a good point. Yeah, that's a very interesting thought, because we always talk about the T side. Oh, we don't normally use the orb, it's not that effective. But now you've got a scoped weapon that can be even more effective than the AWP. It's close range, it's versatile, it can find the one-tap shots and can cause absolute chaos for Orpers on the other side. Interestingly, DG don't go for the force spy here. They could have definitely brought something out, but instead they're going to play the long game. And it's going to be the first kill there coming in. No problem at all for Olaf Meister. He finds Stanislaw. And they've only got Deagles and PD50s. Breezy at the top end has armor. A couple of smokes to work with here, but it should be another clean round as Breezy takes a face full of shrapnel there as the AG lands in towards the boiler. Down to 58.
Ethan on his own, smoke dividing he from Brocky, who's been very quiet again. Only 4 kills to his name. Yes, it did amount to 1 round in particular, but even still. Rain takes out Breezy.
Yeah, considering he's playing the B bomb side where they're having most of their troubles, like that is significant.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he came onto the scene with a statement in New York, in my opinion. And yeah, look, he's young. He's going to have growing pains, but it's, this is a different story. You're right. It's a single choke point that's a very crucial one.
Yeah, he's still learning, still adapting, and in Copenhagen, he was phenomenal. He had a great tournament there, but this is a very important game. Right
Yeah, I won't call him out. The guy's clearly talented.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a player, but every now and then, I think today especially, he's looked a little off form. Tarek's going to sneak underneath. I don't think that's really going to amount to much. Rain's already on that side. Bomb already planted. FaZe will get second successive round.
Tarek being very patient here, waiting for an opportunity to strike, but Rain will be there ready and waiting. And it's going to be 11-8 here. FaZe still believing as they find themselves 2 rounds in a row after losing both pistols here. The scoreline is 11-8 in favor of EG on their CT side of Inferno. Their map pick. Cirque brings out the AWP. Now he is an absolute monster on this map. Very aggressive. It suits his play style perfectly. Can be dynamic around the map, playing a different position each and every time. Funneling the play of the T side. Such a nuisance to deal with. Traditionally will be towards top and middle, but you'll see him go towards the apartments and Banana every now and then. Ooh, he takes not too much damage there. Lucky to get away with just 72 points of health. Smokes it down. No real aggression from the CTs here, but they have locked out the T side toward those T steps.
Made for Ethan, or from Ethan, I should say, for Rocky, it seems. He goes down to 62. Holding more aggressively on Banana now that they've got the weapons to do so. Ethan, shoulder check and spotted, but Tarek not able to really, I guess, receive that information fast enough, whether or not it was relayed quick enough. He went down either way, and Ethan was caught out with no plan. Stan has to rotate back around to the site and hold it on his own. And it's falling apart slowly at this point, it seems, in these rounds.
It's all about the spacing here. Broken needs to be very careful indeed. He's given up a second kill there, but it's still under control. 3 versus 2 now. This kill is everything, and Rain just about sticks it. He'll be now just Cirque with the AWP. They know he plays towards the middle. He's already fired off a shot on that side of the map. And now that should be it. One will be planted. FaZe Clan will find 9.
Yeah, absolutely, they will. No question that Cirque is going to try and save the AWP if he's given the chance. So far, it looks likely he's over toward Pit.
I was about to say, can they justify a hunt here?
Olaf could, 6,900.
Yeah. But with Cirque there, they know he's been towards the pit. Like, how would you really flush him out with 2 HGs? I guess you could run over there and double nade the pit, but he's got to find a couple of kills at least. Cirque doesn't miss many shots.
Yeah. Justify is the right word. Whether they should or shouldn't is entirely up to them. If they did, I wouldn't fault them. If they don't, all good.
Well, looks like they'll give in, allow him to save the AWP here. Their money's like, yeah, sure, it's good in a couple of players, but Cold Zero 1,700. They want to build up as much money as they possibly can, play the long game here. Sure, Cirque will save the AWP, but it's not like they can force around that, really. They've got like $2,500 per player. So you don't really want to partially buy into this one, really, even though you have the AWP. You want to take the eco and see if you can get Cirque into another strong position next round. It's all going to be built around him. Sure, he can win the round single-handedly, but it's going to take one hell of a performance around number 21 now as we go 11-9. Still in favor of EG. I don't see much more than PT50s being purchased here. Off we go. Round 21. And indeed, it is the eco. That's the right call. Don't want to get tempted into a force buy just because you have the AWP. See what Cirque can do as he gets boosted up. Off the pallet, looks towards T-steps with this position. Oh, wow. Good shot from Nico.
And there you go. Krieg holding an angled bank.
Yeah, it's a very good point on T-side of Inferno.
Crazy. Sneaks out above them. A little bit eager on the trigger. That's going to force him to fall back. Unfortunately, Cold was just underneath. Rain is actually the same. Didn't jump up. Elected to fall off instead. But everyone's rotated over. They're going to go for a stack on 8. 2 reasons you could argue for that. The first and foremost being they're down a man. They've got only pistols on 3 players. The second being there's an op on the other player, so they'll try and protect him if they can.
B is completely open. In they go. FaZe will get double digits after this one. Rain to, what's the extremities of the map? They don't need to hunt her at all. Once again, let them save the AWP. Not a big deal. Build up your money. Keep 5 players alive. They're going to be... So they got 3 bodyguards towards A, and it's not worth it. The players you'll lose in the process of trying to take down Stan and his AWP, it's just not worth it. So, bit of a boring round, but a great shot from Nico. That's one of the few plays you can make with a single AWP. You either go towards B and challenge aggressively, or you do that boost towards middle, and Nico's already in towards the underpass. Completely destroys him. Kind of goes to your point of the Krieg on the T side being so influential. That shot wouldn't be as possible with the AK-47. Sure, it's it's viable, but it's almost guaranteed that the Krieg, a player of Nico's caliber, if he knows the player's going to be there, he's going to pre-fire that and nail it most of the time.
Yeah, I suppose another map you could say is situationally long and overpass, or Dust 2, because there's some.
Pretty much every map, the Krieg is just going to.
But I'm thinking very situationally.
I know what
the
you
difference is like Dust 2, you have long positions, right? Somewhere like Pit, the Krieg's fantastic. Similarly, we used to say the AUG was great at
and on the
countering.
T cross as well. I'm not sure if you've seen that. People
Yeah.
are now spamming the T doors at the
Hey,
start of the round.
why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
A couple of quick taps every now and then, 2 or 3 people even doing
never,
it all at once.
You never saw that with the AK. Look at this.
It's in that sense, it almost becomes a bit of an auto sniper.
Yeah.
My point is that Inferno, because the Ts are actually holding and waiting, and the CTs have to challenge static angles, whether it's the top of mid, whether it's down mid, whether it's in banana, even outside of boilers. We saw, I mean, this map, everywhere it's viable.
Yeah. Well, then it's going to be.
Vertigo, it doesn't really matter because.
Well, it's not played, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. Unfortunately, they've kind of destroyed Vertigo the recent update. It doesn't. I used to really love the map. It used to play really nicely, in my opinion. It was very different, and now, quite rightly so, it's not really played at all because the new version kind of sucks. But unfortunately, fortunately, we'll continue with no Vertigo, I suppose. And we get into another gun round here. Circus saved the all for 2 rounds in a row. Finally, they get some money together. Looking to tighten things up. It's 11-10. FaZe with all the money they could possibly ask for, though. Smoke down towards T Steps, and it's going to be a incendiary to follow things up as well. That will flush Olaf Meister. Oh, out of a pretty uncomfortable position here. You can see him falling back to the follow-up spam as well. The grenades!
Oh my God.
Wow! A lot of damage inflicted there. About 150 is brought towards them. And now they find themselves in the back foot. Without any frags being exchanged, it looks like the round might be done already. That's huge.
Cirque waits and holds with the AWP rain. Boiler door, but not feeling the heat. He'll fall back for now. Meanwhile, the rest of his team, they're going to head over toward the B side. Tarek and Ethan to hold it. They've got a crossfire set up. Wanted the Coffins with Tarek sliding across. He will get it. He'll make it to the B side, thankfully. No one peeking. Looked like a flash for Brock. He was actually being set up. The damage so significant, though, that this boost and an M4 can be hugely detrimental to the progress for FaZe toward the site.
I don't mind this call, though. You've been absolutely wrecked at the start of the round. You might as well do a set piece and try and catch them off with utility, flush them out, overwhelm them with flashes and molotovs. So the problem with the molotovs is the boost counters that. Tarek, he won't be flashed, he won't be smoked out. We'll see whether they can actually detect him on the other side.
And you've got Ethan and Cirque now on the site as well. Here you go, low HP. That boosts Tarek. He sprays in to get 2. Ethan beats him to the others, but I dare say Tarek had those in his sights as well. And it's cold. It's freezing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Perfect position.
Bloody
there.
winter time.
9 seconds remaining. And yes, round for EG. A convincing one of that. They wanted at the start by virtue of the utility. Great stuff there. The HEs and incendiaries doing a boatload of damage, and Cold Zero, I dare say, goes down as well. Not quite the angle. Ooh, eludes EG. So he'll save the Krieg. It's not really a big deal. He had massive amount of money anyway. And it will be first round in a while for EG. They lost 4 in a row. Tactical timeout now. This is the second map, the pick of EG. Looking for a place in the playoffs here. 2 juggernauts of Counter-Strike locking horns. EG looked like they might have been out of their depth yesterday against a team like FaZe Clan, but managed to get a stronger battle plan together today. FaZe are currently on the back foot. 12-10. Big round for Tarek. Can they keep it up, though? FaZe are looking deadly, with Nico on 22 frags right now, just completely running over his opposition every single round. Brokey starting to wake up. He was on 3 frags the longest of time, now on 6. They need him to come online, and this is going to be a convincing comeback here. 4 Kriegs, 1 AWP. Olaf brings it out for the first time in their terrorist force. And off we go again. Cirque hasn't been that aggressive so far. He's actually bottom fragging right now on 10 and 12. Still early days in terms of the CT side, so we'll see if he can come online here and start applying the pressure.
Olaf not able to get anyone getting aggressive towards Banana. We talked about it. You don't see a T-sided op often. You don't need it with the Krieg. Well,
Yeah.
he thinks he still wants it. He wants that one-hit wonder.
You could see him not firing off the shot as well.
Doesn't want to give away, yeah.
Exactly. Had they known he has the orb, he probably takes a speculative shot there towards the barrels, but he doesn't want to give it the fact he has the orb just yet. So that's smart from him. Banana control granted. towards FaZe.
Doppler as well. You don't see too many of those. I kind of like that skin. Just to note, not normally a skins guy. Prefer the big green gun.
Smokes deployed towards Arch side. Stanislaw will have the fullbacks a more defensive line. Not before he throws a decent HE towards the boiler room, though. Lands on the doorstep of Rain. Mid control and Banana as well. Much more passive here from the CTs. Just one player, though, waiting towards B. That's going to be Brokey, waiting behind the half wall. Needs to be very careful here. Hasn't had the best showing so far. Gets taken down early, could be in trouble as FaZe start to reposition back towards B. CTs have no vision on the map whatsoever. That's why they're rotating back towards middle. They've lost that mid control. Luckily, Tarek towards Sandbags. He'll be happy to hold that by himself. He only has the AUG, however. Oh, he's been spotted. Nico takes him down. That's the chance to pounce. They've got to go off on this one. Smoke goes down. You might be considering the save already. Ethan, unless he gets a kill for this smoke, they might just have to fall back off this. Bomb to be planted, and I thought they'll call it any second at this point. And he's going to go for it. Flashbang's decent, but the shots are not. It's all off Meister to confirm things. Cirque and Breezy with no choice but to save now. I felt like that call could have been made a bit earlier. Once you've lost that pick, you have no one there on the other side of the map, you might as well give it up. It's good flashbang, decent idea, but ultimately, unless he gets 2 frags, the round was done.
So FaZe find another, they'll pull this up to an 11. EG are starting to really struggle just to stay in this game. It's interesting to say that considering they have the lead, but they win the last round on a timeout. And now they're going to fall. Just to note as well, it's their first gun round, the last round.
They'll save the 2 weapons. There is enough money to buy with the drops coming in from Cirque and Breezy, but this has got tactical timeout written all over it, I would say at least. 12 to 11, you're about to lose the lead. Money's a bit tight. Just lost the previous round. MP9 for Tarek. M4's coming out as well. The drops come through. Cirque will have to give up most of his money to assist his teammates. They don't call the tactical timeout just yet. Doesn't look like they're going to at all. Entering now round number 24. Cirque really needs to start having a big performance here now. Still on 10 kills. Hasn't fragged for a while. Maybe rattled from that earlier encounter with Nico towards the underpass. Smokes exchanged. Molotovs deployed. Brokey falls back.
coldzera will work his way up inside of the apartments to join Rain. Breezy's already gone back down inside of the pit. Are you to believe that Mirage is the next modified map, Henry? Ooh, hang on. Explosion. I thought we had a second for a yes or no. We don't. It's yes or go, and the answer will be no. Breezy shuts down the first. Olaf's got it back, but watch for Cirque. AWP up close. Close is where he shines. Clips the edge through the box of coldzera. That leaves him alive on 6, but that's good enough for Ethan to capitalize. In fact, he might get them all, or will he? He has to. He has to get them all. He has to shut down Olaf for his 3rd in the round, and that's not going to happen. FaZe tie the game, and Yanko.
Olaf Meister. That is, yeah, hold the music for now. It was a great round, but it wasn't quite the closer. But that was sick. Olaf with the awareness, the AWP was right next to him. If Cirque hits one of those shots, then it's done. The round's over. 12 HP. Olaf swings out, gets that final kill. It's so scrappy here from FaZe, but it's enough to win out the round here. Because Olaf Meister, as soon as he gets that, he knows he's got a chance here. 1 versus 1. And then, even though the decent position for Ethan, he was ready and waiting, can't find the shot. It's the Creed that comes out on top, of course, and up against the pistols now. Stanislaw sits in the smoke. Players all around him, do they know he's in there? He could find a couple of kills here if they overlook his position. He waits patiently. Oh, they detected him. And there it is. First kill comes in for Breezy, but a quick reply. Bomb goes down. coldzera fighting tooth and nail in towards that underpass position. 4 versus 3 for now, but they need to reposition, group up. Get together, deny any multi-frag potential from the CT side. Looking for the edge now. FaZe have a chance to find round number 13 on the board, but Cirque does make his way towards the T-steps. coldzera could be in trouble here, but he spots it, takes a bullet to the face, but still gets the frag.
Still gets the frag. It's the key ingredient in making a perfect salad. Hold the salt, Tarek and Ethan. Still have a chance with the Deagles, but those are slowly being taken from them as well. The chances, that is, as Ethan sits down to 1-on-4 behind the fountain.
So they can sacrifice Brokey. If he wants to go by himself, I don't mind that too much. He'll give up at least where Ethan's positioned. But at this point, you just want to go in as a four-man unit. That confirms it. They know exactly where he is. The spray, not the cleanest, but Brokey gets the kill. Takes himself to 9 kills now. Starting to look better. 13-12. That was the eco from EG. They've lost the lead at this point. Their CT side really not working out for them. They won the pistol, got the 2-0, but since then have picked up a single round. That was in round number 22. We're now going into round number 26. Tactical timeout from the CTs. Orb for Cirque, still on 10 kills. Against those Kriegs, really is struggling. Device has commented as well. He doesn't feel that comfortable with the AWP in general ever since the Krieg meta has come through. Understandably so. You can see the AWPers not looking as flashy as they once were, not taking the same sort of duels, just holding back. Cirque barely fragged out in this half.
So they take the lead. Yeah, EG needs to get something going. AWP back out for Cirque. Stanislaw with the silenced M4. You mentioned it, that Cirque is the man that actually has that equipped. Oftentimes he'll drop that out for his teammate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's made a few appearances so far in this series. So 3 early B. Tarek wants to give additional support to his teammates that are hoping they can win out the fan exchange. The deep smoke certainly means they could. Stan and Ethan are going to get aggressive. Nico and Brocky are going to work their way back in, though. Good counter flash, half wall forced off by Ethan, and they have to retake with utility to peek. A lineup, they'll do exactly that. Ethan strikes exactly when they need it as well, because, as you say, they look timid. They weren't taking duels. Well, now they certainly have. Olaf gets one back. Cold, though, could change the entire round with timing. That's all it took. Breezy looked away, and it's now a 3-on-3.
Yeah, exciting sequence there from Evil Geniuses, but it's quickly shut down. A 3-on-3 favors FaZe Clan. Pretty even in terms of the HP as well. Rain joins coldzera towards the apartments here. Only one player towards B. I assume that's Ethan, and indeed it is. He's towards the half wall right now. Stanislaw has looked very sharp today. He's got that silenced M4 in hand. Holding towards Boiler right now. He's there with Cirque. This is a nice setup here. If Rain shows himself, they're going to get a kill almost guaranteed. 45 seconds remaining. Still with 2 smokes, flashbangs, a Molotov as well. FaZe have got all the advantages they need here. No utility on the CT side apart from a couple of flashes. No smokes, no incendiaries, but 30 seconds remaining. They're trying to whittle the clock down as much as they possibly can here. Oh, look at coldzera's position as well. He swings out now. He's going to find them in the back. Not going to happen though. Stanislaw with the first, and that's a great shot from Cirque. Bomb goes down. That should guarantee the round here. coldzera, he'll fight back with 15 seconds. He to bait out the shot. Cirque doesn't take the bait at all. He is patient and disciplined. If he misses that one, he's in a lot of trouble. Ethan Rim was on the other side of the map there. It would have been a 1-versus-1 with the bomb planted. And a round they likely lose.
That's much more like it.
Yeah.
From EG. That's way better. Took the initiative, took the fight, had a great setup as well toward top middle, and they all looked composed. No one took the bait, even the bait at the end quite literally from coldzera. So now we see if they can respond again. It was 3 toward B default that time to try and get the utility down. This time it's going to be 4 out of spawn as we look back at some of the happenings. The reason it's 4 is because you've got a single op top mid to try and shut them down. So if they go to Banana, they're hoping that 4 members would be able to push them back into the clutches of Cirque, but he no longer there, has been smoked off, and they have to be aware of the fact that now apartments becomes a possibility. As such, Breezy has rotated over and Stan is on the way.
Big round here. EG give this one up. They are going to be in financial ruin. 13-13. CT side for EG has been compromised. It's been a very difficult one for them. Ethan sets up the incendiary to land by the half wall. Maybe a flash over for Tarek after that. There's the incendiary. But the first kill comes in for Olaf Meister. Smoke down for Ethan. He knows he has to be active here. Can't sit back. Needs to try and get a kill in return. Decent position. Does he dare go any further?
Rocky will take down Ethan very quickly. Smoke towards CT. Cirque hits the smoke with his body. Now, what does that amount to? I can't quite see if it... I don't think there's a gap. I think it's fine. Sometimes body blocking was fashionable. Mirage window comes to mind. Brocky, he falls victim to the next shot from the AWP. You're pointing at Rain, and he is about to get found, I think, shortly. Yeah, no, he's not.
Oh, I hate to see that. Such a massive play from him as well. He doesn't check the one position he has to. Gives up a kill for 3 there. Cirque's looking confident towards B. They're going to do a run boost here, and he gets away with it. Cirque is still alive. AWP just gets one of these kills. He's absolutely fine. Nails it. And now it's a 2-versus-2. Still the advantage for FaZe. Bomb goes down and buys some time.
Yeah, exactly that. It was the bomb that he got, which just bought a few more seconds, which is significant considering the situation. It means they're going to be more scrambled in post-play when the rotations arrive, and NiKo was not able to get to safety at all. Olaf with it all to do. It looked like FaZe had the momentum and the game in their hands. Maybe Olaf has it still in his, because it is going to be Stan working his way around. Remember, he's the one that found Rain, who was not checked in the cubby. Olaf's going to get it anyway. And the bicep flex comes out from Janko once more.
That is as close as it gets, really. If EG pick up that round, they're right back in the game, but it's an absolute nightmare for them. Olaf Meister wins out in a 2 versus 1. He saw what he was doing there. Most players, after detecting the CT's not defusing, would go back and hide, wait for the defusers again. He doesn't even give him the chance there. He starts firing off before he even gets back towards that bomb. It wasn't the cleanest finish there, but he nails the most important shot. That final one just at the end there, and it's an eco. For series point here, they'll take barely a partial by P250s and Kevlar. A couple of Deagles in the mix of 4 smokes, but FaZe is their round to lose.
Look at the money on the other side as well. You want to talk about 4 series point? It could have been an eco the other way.
Yep.
It could have been FaZe right now holding pistols.
Yeah, what a legend. Olaf Meister holds his nerve.
I mean, look, this might be a 2-0, but I think the word rivalry still has to be defined. I think Freakazoid was absolutely right with that tweet. Thank you, Ryan, because this is brewing into something between these two teams, and I think everyone needs to be certainly excited to see them show up on the calendar. NiKo pushes in, but Tarek with the pistol is actually going to shut him down. So great start for EG to try and keep this game alive.
They don't
away
get the
from
rifle.
Overtime point.
Yeah, they don't pick up the rifle though. They're trying to re-smoke now and actually grab that if possible. Ethan needs to be very careful here. They're spamming off shots in that weapon's direction. Gets it though. Can he fall back? He absolutely can. And Ethan might be on for a double here. Nails it. Oh, we said it was a round for FaZe to give up, and they might have done so. 4 versus 2 now. Olaf Meister makes his way back towards middle. I can't believe it. They just offer themselves up towards B. Ethan and Tarek with the P250s make it work. Not out of the woods just yet, though. Passive crossfire towards the A bomb site. Towards Arch they'll go, though. coldzera and Olaf Meister will have to fight their way out of this one. 25 seconds remain.
Cirque. Oh, this is perfect. He's got to hit shots. He does. Now Cold has to look every direction. He's not fast enough. Great eco win. 4 players stay alive. And Krieg's brought over to the CT side. This is suddenly a different game.
Yeah, pause has been called. Yanka's not happy with that one. They give themselves up to the P250s. Why they had to commit, there was so much time on the clock. The smokes are down, I couldn't tell you. But they've given it away. Money's still there, but it's starting to be drained now. Olaf Meister with $10,000, but NiKo reigned sub 4K. Evil Geniuses needed a miracle in that previous round, and they actually found one. They'll have the Kriegs on their side now in 3s. It's Cirque, Ethan, and Breezy to use those weapons. Cirque's not performing too well with the AWP, so maybe that's for the best.
Dust number 2. The second iteration is next.
Well, that will be quite the explosive affair. Especially if he can keep this up. He had to go above and beyond in that round. The double kill was required. And with just a millimeter to work with there, he finds Brokey. And here we go, round 29. EG back on their feet. Might be better off without the AWP. Time will tell. Next round decides who will get map points or series points in FaZe's case.
Team 14. And all to play for economically and elsewise. Just about every meaning and sense in saying so. Stanislaw, nice nade. No, not quite. What am I saying? Rain's on the other side. He's inside of the doorway, so he's safe from harm.
Big round. Whoever wins this round might decide the victor of the map. Money is pretty much bankrupt on both sides.
And if it's FaZe, the victor of the series, potentially.
Yeah. EG have got 3 players that could buy into this with Tarek and Stanislaw with nothing. 4 players towards A right now. Ethan, the anchor towards B, 68 HP playing with the barrels right now. Needs to be very careful with this one. Flashbang goes over, catches him. He'll have to fall back. Throws a flash of his own. Buys enough time, calls the rotations. Breezy will strike first, taking down Rain. That's towards the boiler room.
Cold still holding out over toward A. Advantage for EG, and they're going to go for the boost in case the smoke comes in. Tarek, he can silently and swiftly now rotate back toward Coffin, should he elect to do so. Should he not be required to go back over toward A, and as we know, yet he does not. You'll soon find out. He's in the better position now. They are aware of the rapid potential because no one is covering the arch side from A, so Tarek instead will hold to see that they don't go that direction. Now he goes in, and 2 for his troubles. Cold gets him down in the end, but he is the last remaining in a 1-on-3. Tries to use tracers to his advantage. 6 seconds. Fake plant. Missed the shot. Doesn't even matter if he kills off Cirque. He's going to lose the round to time either way. But it's going to be Evil Geniuses that take back map point.
Yes, indeed. And the money is absolutely ruined for FaZe. 15-14, and they're going to have an average of about $3,000 per player here. They ran down the clock to almost 0. You can see 10 seconds remaining when they finally commit there. That's by virtue of the incendiaries, the smokes, flashes that's holding them at bay here. And we get into round number 30, looking for overtime. FaZe with just 1 Krieg, a Galil, a UMP, and 2 pistols. Not really enough. A set piece will have to be deployed here. What's the call? Looks to be a flash attack from the apartments here. 4 players towards second middle. Brokey to fend off any AWPers towards the top of mid. And off we go then. Going for the flames. That's brave, Nico. He cost himself 90 points of health there, and it's a free kill.
Yes, it is. Cirque will absolutely take that on a platter, and perhaps the map as well now, because Rain, already on 32, is going to be walking into what is essentially a grinder. You've got Breezy already staring him down. You had 2 players elsewhere, including Library and the Arch. Tarek will work his way out and confirm the top middle is clear. Cold has given up his position. The one they need to find has been by Breezy, and it is now going to be Dust 2 to decide the series, to decide who goes through to play against Vitality.